Hello guys and welcome to VHS APCS. I'm very glad that you have been very um, productive in all of your weeks, and it's really good to know that we have some really good programmers in our group. Um, I'm doing this video because you are going to encounter a little bit of a confusion during week 4 and week 5 with your assignment. The assignment says that you need to build or create or solve project 2.6 and 2.7. Well, actually, we have the new version of the book, and the course was developed and designed with the prior version of the book. So in our case, our book um, will show a different version. So if you want to do that assignment and you want to start doing it right now during your 4th week, I recommend to look at this page, 3.6 graphics and GUIs. Actually, the new book will have that in chapter 3. At the end of chapter 3, you will find 3.7 graphics and GUIs. Well, if you read through this chapter, you will see that they don't use the class called Turtle Graphics. Turtle Graphics was developed by the author of the book, Kenneth and Osborne, and now the Turtle Graphic class will be introduced in Chapter 7. What we do in Chapter 3 is that we use the, the graphics class, and we use the very simple methods like draw a line, draw a square, draw a circle, and we create a J-frame, we create a J-panel, and we create some containers, right? So if you want to do the exercise, you don't need to use Turtle Graphics. Just follow, start in page 92. If you start in page 92 and go on, you will see that you can find all the methods here with the example. Okay, you find the example of each of the methods, and you can get the program running. You can do that Mueller illusion, and you can do exercise or assignment 3.6 and 3.7. Okay, in our books it's going to be 3.6 and 3.7. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to help you a little bit with this assignment, and I will try to guide you so you can start playing with the graphics class. I think it's a very important class. I think it's really nice that you already know how to create frames. Some of you are already creating animations inside a frame or inside that window that you created. So I recommend that you look at this, and when you start your program, okay, let me show you what you're going to do. And here is more or less what I have. You are going to create 2 classes, okay? In your first class, if you want to do this assignment very nicely, you have to create 2 classes. You have your main class, your public static void main. You have it right here, okay? And you have another class, okay, called color panel. So one class can be called GUI window, and the other one can be called color panel. Now, color panel will have, of course, a constructor method that we're gonna learn later on in our course. But this constructor method will help us create an object, and that object will be our little Mueller illusion. Okay? So in that case, you create exactly the color panel, how it's used here. Okay? And using the paint component, you will be able to draw. Okay? In this case, I created exactly the same. If you want to create a line, instead of writing draw rect, you will type down draw line. And draw line will give you the coordinates x1, y1, x2, and y2. So you know on the coordinate plane from where to where you're going to draw the line. Okay? And if you do that, you go back to your GUI window, your main class, and here we are going to create our frame. This is the GUI.setTitle. So we're going to create a GUI, and we are going to have all the requirements for that frame, like being able to close, just clicking on the X. And here, right here, we are going to create, or we are creating our object, and then we are going to instantiate that object. So we have color panel, I named it panel, new color panel, color white. So in my case, I created a JFrame that is white. Here I have the container pane, and of course, when I do this, I'm going to get whatever I drew on my color panel class. So it's very simple, okay? Then I add the pane, and then I set it visible. Okay, so I go and press on play, and this is more or less what I'm going to get. Okay? So I created this rectangle using draw rectangle, and then I can use the draw string to create a font or a word. You guys can do it with project 3.6 and 3.7, since you have to create and draw the line. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this code here so you can have an example in order for you to do the project. So let me remind you that you don't have to use Turtle Graphics for this project. Turtle Graphics is another class that will be probably introduced in chapter 11. If there is a change in the BHS course for APCS, I will tell you what to do in order to get all the credit for this assignment. Okay, if you have any questions, please just go on and write me on your private discussion thread. Okay, thank you very much.